everyone, it's Joanne and welcome back to my channel. So we're in the middle of the month of October and that means that Halloween is just around the corner. Halloween is my favorite holiday. As I mentioned in my previous video, one of my hobbies besides reading is to do regular makeup and special effects makeup. So I decided that for the month of October, I will be doing my videos wearing different kinds of Halloween makeup and Halloween costumes. So for this video, the makeup that I'm wearing is Harley Quinn from the new movie, The Suicide Squad. I based the makeup off of a picture I found on the internet of where she's kind of beat up. So I wanted to do that where it's more, she has a cut on her face and everything rather than just her looking pretty with just regular makeup on. So I decided to do that, and I also decided to draw her tattoo that's on her arm, which, if you could see, I'm not really that good at drawing diamonds, so it was okay. It came out okay. I tried to do the makeup as close as possible to the makeup she's wearing in the picture, and I hope you guys like it. For today's video, I decided I'm going to do a Halloween book tag. The tag that I'm going to be doing is the Bookish Halloween Tag, and it was created by the Library of Sarah, and I'll link her video down in the description box below. So let's get started. First question is your favorite horror book. I don't read a lot of horror in the classical sense. I mean, I do read books that have to do with zombies and vampires and things like that, so I'm just going to pick one of those books. And my favorite horror book, I guess you could say, is Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendare Blake. I love this book. This book was so good. It was very creepy. The ghost Anna was terrifying, and it could get pretty gory at times. So not only was this book scary, it was hilarious also at times with the different characters that are in the book, and I had a good time reading it, and it's my favorite. Question number 2 is the scariest moment in a book that you read. The scariest moment in a book that I've read has to be from Zombie Underground by Darren Shan. The scary moment in this book is when Becky, or B, the zombie, meets Mr. Dowling, the freaky zombie clown. That thing is scary, and he creeps the hell out of me. Let me see, I think there's a picture of him. Here's a picture of him. He's just creepy and gross. He's like a dead zombie clown. He has intestines wrapped all over himself. He has an eyeball on his nose instead of a red clown nose. He has deep cuts and crevices in his face and all over. He just really creeps me out. And clowns scare the crap out of me. And to see this in a book was just like terrifying for me. And to make matters worse, when B first meets him, he opens his mouth and thousands of spiders come crawling out, which freaked me out. And apparently, after reading the entire series and being up to date on the series, he is the villain of this book. So he's in the series a lot, and he creeps the crap out of me. Question number 3 is, would you or have you ever dressed up as a character for Halloween? As a book character for Halloween? Yes, I have. I've been Little Red Riding Hood, and I've been Alice in Wonderland. Number 4, what do you think your favorite character would dress up as for Halloween? So I'm not sure if this question is asking for a male character or a female character, so I did both. My favorite female character is Allie from The Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, and I'm not sure that she would dress up for anything for Halloween because she's a vampire, so she's already freaking scary. My favorite male character is Baron Nethers from Nevermore by Kelly Cray, and I also think that for Halloween he wouldn't really dress up as anything because of the way he looks already. He's a goth he wears eyeliner, he has a lip ring, he dresses all in black, so it's kind of like Halloween for him every day. Number 5, what is your favorite kind of horror? Gore, psychological, spooky, and so on. I would say my favorite kind of horror books is gory and psychological. I like it when a book is very bloody, and I don't know, I just like gore. I like psychological horror books because when I'm reading it and when I'm reading that the character seems like they're going crazy, I kind of feel like I'm going crazy too, and that kind of like brings me deep into the book, which I like. Number 6. If books were as cheap as candy, which ones would you give out to trick-or-treaters? The books I would give out are Zombie by Darren Shan. This is the first book in the Zombie series. It's a really good book and it's really short, it's gory, and it's perfect for Halloween. Another book I would give out is Undead by Christy McKay. Once again, this is another zombie apocalypse story, but it is hilarious. There are characters in it that are just so funny, and the little jokes and quips and sarcasms that they made me laugh throughout the whole book. So I think that this would be a good book to give out to trick-or-treaters. And while I don't have the books out with me, another book or books from a series I will give, especially if they're younger kids, would be any Goosebump books, because those books are appropriate for many different ages of children, and they're creepy, but they won't give them nightmares. So that is those are other books that I think I would give out also. Question number 7. My Halloween to read list. So for this month, I decided that I'm going to read a lot of books about ghosts to get into the Halloween spirit. So the first book on my list for October is Marie Antoinette, Serial Killer by Katie Alander. The next book is The Dead Girls of Hysteria Hall by Katie Alander. Next is the book that I'm currently in the middle of reading, and that is Famous Last Words by Katie Alander. In case you haven't noticed, the theme going on, Katie Alander is an author who writes a lot of ghost books. So she's written one of my favorite series, Bad Girls Don't Die, and so she's an author that I will read almost anything that she writes. So that's why I'm reading all of her books this month. Next is Say Her Name by James Dawson, and this book is about Bloody Mary. So Bloody Mary has always creeped me out as a kid, and I really don't know why I want to read a book about her, but it sounds interesting. The next 2 books are a duology or part of a series. I'm not sure if it's a trilogy or not, but it's Mary the Summoning and Mary Unleashed, and both of these books, again, are about Bloody Mary. Once again, I don't know why I want to read about this ghost in particular, because she scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, but I don't know. These books sound interesting, so I figured I'd give it a chance. And the last book that I'm planning to read in October, if I get the chance to, is a book that I just recently added on because when I saw it on Goodreads, I had to buy it, and I'm going to see if I could try and fit it into my reading schedule. The book is Life and Death by Stephenie Meyer, Twilight Reimagined. So this book is the book that Stephenie Meyer wrote for her Twilight 10-year anniversary, and it's basically the same story as Twilight, except Edward is now a girl named Edith, I think. Let me see. Yeah, Edith. And Bella is Beau. So she kind of just switched the genders of almost all the characters. And I don't know, it sounds interesting to read, and I decided why not. Question number 8 is, recommend some Halloween reads. Okay, so I have a few books here that I would recommend for people to read during the Halloween season. The first 3 books are a trilogy, and that is, of course, Bad Girls Don't Die, From Bad to Cursed, and As Dead as It Gets by Katie Alander. This series is one of my favorites, and the first book is really good. I'm not gonna lie, the second one was it was okay. I mean, it was still creepy and it was still, you know, good, but it wasn't as good as the other one, as the first one. My least favorite out of all 3 of them. And the last one was good as well. It was better than the second one, but not as good as the first. Another book I recommend to read is I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This book is creepy. It's about this kid, Jasper, and his father is a famous serial killer. So it's about him solving murders and that are going on in his town, and him wondering if he's just like his father and he's a killer. So it's creepy, and at times it can be gory, but it's a good read for Halloween to creep you out. Another book I recommend is Paper Valentine by Brenna Yovanoff, and this is another mystery book. It has murders in it and a ghost. So, very creepy. Good for Halloween. The last book I would recommend to be read for Halloween is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. The story, some parts, especially at the beginning, can be gory. There's a lot of time travel in it. But what the really creepy part about this book are all the pictures that are in it, because the author had found lots of really creepy pictures that he inserted into the book. And that just, like, ups the creep factor. Like, look at this. That's creepy. So there's pictures like this all throughout the book. And this is the first book in a series, so if you read the next 2 books, they also have creepy pictures in it. So I haven't read it, and I don't think I'm going to have time to read the other 2 for Halloween, but I plan on reading them soon. But this one was another good book. So that's it for the Bookish Halloween Tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!